So this rising, while I was reading my word, I came across a word in the Bible. I don't even know how to pronounce it. It's like higion, something like that. And so I was like, what does that mean? Because it came right before Selah. So I went to look this up and research it. Do you know that there really is, people really don't know what it means? They have like a guesstimate, or like, oh, it might mean like a pause or very, very deep meditation or whatever, as I'm going through trying to find out what this word means. Like, and that just showed me like how powerful the word of God is and the Bible is that there's literally things in the Bible that no one can even explain. They can only guess and be like, well, maybe this, but they have no idea what it is. Like, that is so mind blowing to me. It's just, it shows me like how powerful God is and how he really confounds us. Like, as much as people try to be like, oh, they know him, they know what, what's going on. Like, we really have no idea to the extent and the power that the Lord is and has, because he literally gave us a book. Like, right, a man wrote it. It was inspired by God. But like, he literally had man write words that he don't even know what they mean. Like, I don't know. I just love that. And I just thought I would share that with y'all.
It don't even matter how long I'm gone. I've been on. Anyway, life's great, can't complain, but this industry's enough to drive them insane. When niggas get to moving different, that's when it raises suspicion. When they catch your attention, when they pushing your limits, listen. You just play the hand that you dealt, and you just hope and pray to God that you don't lose nobody else. And you just hope they stay the same while you increasing all your wealth. With recognition to God, you made a name for yourself, but
kids are still asleep. I'm little by little trying to make sure I go up to bed on time, and even if I don't, to make sure that I wake up on time. Wake up early, because I need to prep myself back to getting up before Eli, because he has school and he's gonna be catching the bus while we're out here and going from there. But I like to get up. I told myself I want to get up, and before I do anything, read my word, before I log into social media apps, all of that, read the Bible and pray, because it just sets my day right. And then I can do motivation and sermons once they're awake, but like the prayer and the reading I need to do on my own so I can digest it. So that's what we do. My Bible is upstairs, and I just didn't feel like walking back upstairs, but I forgot I used to have this one on my desk at work. And it's the Bible. It just has like inserts on like life lessons, talk about it, but it's still King James Version. And I used to have this at my desk at work. So I'm gonna just use this one for down here for now. And I got my stickies and my cards to write down whatever I feel. Usually I use a notebook, but y'all know I have my prayer wall, which I'll show y'all. I have my prayer wall where I put scriptures and things. So that's why I write them on this. So like if it's something that hits my spirit, I want to remember throughout the day, I'll write it on one of these and just stick it up there so that it's always there for me to see. My vision is up there and everything. I think I hear Jackson, but I'm gonna see if he just calms down. Because it'd be hard. That's why I said it's harder to get up earlier though, because his sleep pattern has changed. He be eating like every hour, like all night, and that's probably tired too, because the physical draining from breastfeeding and then not sleeping is a lot. But I have an interview today. I don't know if it's like a virtual, but they want to gather my information and stuff. It's the first stage of one of the processes, so perfectly that goes well. But let me get to reading so I can get this in my spirit before I start my day. Well, that definitely didn't last long. He is wide awake, so he didn't stop crying, so I had to come up here and give him his pacifier. Yeah, but he'll be up for a little bit, because again, his sleep pattern has changed. He'll be up for a little bit, and then he'll go back to sleep around like 9. But even now, his naps have been like 20, 30 minutes versus they were like 2 to 3 hours, and I could really get stuff done. That's why when I be like, I don't know how I'm gonna work from home without hiring somebody to come in here and watch my child. I got a shirt on too, y'all. My straps just keep falling. But let me get to this word, because it's just distractions. It opened up to Kings, but I think I'm gonna read some Proverbs for wisdom. I've been really reading the Gospels, like Acts and stuff, just to build my faith up during this time. So I don't know, we'll see. Just finished up my reading. I did see the scripture. I thought this was a powerful scripture to pray over like your children, especially in these wicked times. Thou shalt keep them, O Lord, thou shalt preserve them from this generation forever. Y'all, I took my bonnet off because, sometimes I like to be uncovered before the Lord. And my braids and my scalp need to be you know, airing out, because if I'm wearing wigs, I like to, when I can, have them breathe, I do. But I thought that was a powerful scripture, and it made me think of my children and how when I pray over my children, you know, how the world is going right now. We really need to cover our children in prayer, because especially when they leave outside of our doors and they go to these schools, there's so much wickedness. I remember even watching a documentary, and there was a kid, I think the child might have been 7 or 8, and the other child was like 9 or 10, or maybe even, I think as old as 14, I can't remember. But I don't think that old, because they were in the same school. And the little boy lured the little boy into the bathroom and killed him because he had a spirit on him of murder, and he was killing kids. Like, and I just thought of that, and it hurt my heart so bad, because I was like, my son is that same age. And I was like, we have to teach our children things like, be wary of everybody, be mindful of your friends. Like, this was this little boy's best friend, and this little boy took him to the bathroom and slit his throat. Like, we live in a very wicked and evil time, and it is so imperative that we cover our children with prayer and protect them, because there's things that, you know, there's things that we don't see as adults. So imagine our kids. But yeah, I just wanted to do that. Of course, little Munch is still awake. He is getting sleepy. You got little Maraca, he was shaking. I hear Ethan awake. I do want to get some prayer in. I like to. I am filled with the Holy Ghost. I do speak in other tongues. I want to get some prayer in, and then I want to be able to hop in the shower and get dressed, you know. But we'll see how that goes. I don't even know what time it is. Okay, I just checked. It's 9 o'clock, so I do want to at least have them see. I'm running behind. See, I got up at 8. Just my reading and stuff takes about an hour. And prayer be taking me, you know, I don't put a time limit on that. I try to just go in and see what God has for me. Sometimes it's short, sometimes it's long. But yeah, Jackson probably will end up falling back asleep. Then once I get all that done, I might have to hold off on my shower until after I get them settled. But I do have an appointment at 10. So I need to make sure that everything is settled then. So I don't know. I could go make him some breakfast and bring it up into his room, and that would buy me some time. I don't know, maybe I'll do that. We'll see. This little guy woke up. You already know where. I had to pivot, and I just decided I'm just gonna go ahead and just throw something on. I didn't do a full face of makeup. I just threw some lashes on, lip gloss, liner, a little bit of concealer, and then we're gonna go about our day. This is what we got going on. Right, so I'm uploading a vlog, and I'm about to eat my oatmeal. The kids are fed, and once that finishes, well, I'm gonna let that upload, export. Well, I keep saying upload, and then I'm about to log into this job and do this quick interview check, and then I will be back to talk to y'all. I'm gonna record it because I can't, for whatever reason, get the stuff, but this is, the interview was through chat, which was weird, and then, yeah. And then they started to ask me down here for my information. And I was like, that's weird, because once you ask me for my login credentials, it's a no for me. But yeah, this is what we end with. Hey, basically that job was a scam, and I caught that as soon as they started asking me questions. It seemed legit at first, but then I was like, I've never had like a full-on chat one. And then I was like, wait, while he's talking, typing, I was like, let me look up the number. I looked at the number. It went to a scam bot thing, and then I looked up the address. The address was a whole apartment building in Ohio. So I was like, you know what, I'm good. And then they kept asking me for my login credentials for ID Me. Like, come on now, why would I give you my login, my password for a federal, like a real legit federal site? Like, if you was a legit company, you can pull that information a different way. So I was like, y'all are a scam. I said, no, thank you. I was like, yeah, I'm on the phone with them now. They said not to do it, because I still be trying to be polite. But then they were like, yeah, well, we can't go on. Oh, I look crazy. My weight, all kinds of way sideways. I don't know where I left off when I was vlogging, but I am going to make, I guess I'm going to make like steakums and fries for dinner for me and Eli. I'm just make nuggets, maybe some noodles or something for Ethan, because he's been real finicky. He's always been finicky. But I'm waiting for my Walmart order. I just did Express so that it would get delivered, because I had a credit. I just made some popcorn, just split up amongst us, and just until the oven's ready, and then put it in there.
Still here, still fresh. Get
Ethan,
lasting freshness plus odor protection.
come lay down, Papa.
School season, Downey and Tide are giving back with $1
Ethan.
million in scholarships. Enter to
Who says there's anything wrong with little meals?
Oh, boo boo, come lay down. Papa, come lay down. Come lay down, Papa.
You can even snack on a bag of protein chips.
Leave him alone,
If
Elon.
you're watching your carbs and sugar, you'll want to check them all out. You don't have to be doing Atkins all the time. Just snack on
Go lay down, Bubba. So, I'm just gonna go over this real quick and just show y'all what I got. That's it. Y'all see it when we eat it. So, I ordered the wrong ones. I got the mini ones, but it's fine because we'll just have mini sandwiches. Looking it up. Oh, hey, y'all. So, I just got off the phone with my caseworker. Like, when I say out here, they are no help. I'm asking her questions about like housing assistance, like who can I contact? Do you have any numbers? She's like, oh, we only do Medicaid and SNAP here. We don't have any information for that. I was asking her about services to help my son, if she could recommend. I'm like, how are you Department of Human Services, Social Services, and you have no information? Like, I'm not saying for you to tell me, but you can't even tell me where I'm supposed to go. Like, I don't know, y'all, I'm having a hard morning this morning. Like, everything's kind of hitting me. It started last night and I was just breaking down a lot. Like, it's been 7 days since I've talked to him, and that's fine. I don't even care about that. I'm just trying to think about our future because he did not pay the rent. He said he was, and he did not. I don't have any money. I had to use my TANF check, my welfare check, to get Eli some clothes for school, some sneakers. Ethan don't have any shoes that fit. He been walking around barefoot. Like, y'all, I'm in a really bad place right now. I can't believe like I'm on welfare. And ain't nothing against welfare if you need it. But I've never been on welfare like this in my life. I've never not known where I was going to live the next month with kids. And it's just like, I don't even get a moment to myself to just even process a plan because either Jackson will be crying or Ethan will start crying. Like, y'all, I just want to like sit in a corner and cry, and I'm trying not to. Like, I haven't broke down, but like, I don't know, like the weight is so heavy right now, and I'm just trying to figure it all out. Like, I don't even know. I started packing my stuff up here because I'm just like, I'm gonna have to move. I cannot afford this rent anyway. I flip it. I've been going on job interviews. I've been applying for jobs. Like, the one job that wanted to hire me, I didn't have transportation to get there, so I couldn't even take it. Like, the bus don't go there, like, and I didn't have any daycare. Like, it's just nothing here is working out. Everything this past year has just been horrible, and I'm just in a really, really bad space right now. And I never thought that I would be here with 3 kids doing this all by myself. So yeah, and I don't even like coming on here like this, y'all, but it's just like, I like to be authentic. I like to be transparent. Like, this is a very, very rough time for me. And this is also that one day I'll be able to look back and be like, man, girl, I remember when you was down bad and you got through it. But just right now, it's just really hard. He's finally asleep. Ethan needs a bath, but he's over there on that tablet. And Eli's there. Was editing a vlog. Well, I'm trying to post a vlog today. Yeah, what's my... Yeah, I'm trying. I'm getting more and more sad, so I need to just zone out for a second. So I'm just gonna, after talking to the lady from DHS, it's like, if you work in social services, you should have some type of empathy. Like, every question I asked her, like, I understand not knowing the answers, but just because you don't know the answers doesn't mean that you shouldn't have access to where to direct me to. Like, especially if you're social services. Like, clearly a lot of people that are getting SNAP or TANF or whatever are facing a lot of stuff. And I think people just become so desensitized because, yeah, there are a lot of people that juke the system, but there's people that really need help. And I was asking, I was like, well, what about housing and stuff? Because, you know, Michael didn't pay the rent like he said he was. So we got the 5-day notice, and then it goes to an eviction down to the courts after that. I don't have any money. I had to use my welfare check to get my son's school stuff and clothes for Ethan, like I said. And, you know, the baby needs stuff. And, like, even now, I'm just like, dang, the baby needs diapers and Ethan needs diapers. And I'm just like, I don't even know. You know, so I'm about to go beg and ask people. But I'm asking her, I was like, well, can you give me the number? She's like, well, you're going to have to call them. And I'm like, well, do you have the number? Or no, I don't have it. What do you mean? Like, I don't know. She just was irking me so bad. And then she was like, well, who's paying your phone bill? And I was like, my brother pays my phone bill. So she's like, well, you got to get a letter from him stating that he pays your phone bill. Girl, why I gotta lie? Like, who wants to deal with this? Like, who wants to deal with this? She was like, well, your rent is this. So how are you paying that? I said, I'm not. Like I said, I would get money from my family, you know, and the dad was covering rent. But I don't have, you know, I don't have it no more. And I said, now, like I said, I was giving up my welfare check because I was, and then he would cover the rest. So she's like, well, I need letters from everyone that has contributed, stating how much. I said, well, it varies and it differs. So how would I was like, you know what? Like, you know, they make the system so hard for people that really do need it that it makes you not even want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, and so I'm just like, she's like, well, you got to get these papers, and then you need to have, I need stuff from their doctors. I need stuff from, she was like, I need the letters from the doctors with the immunizations, which I understand all of that. But at the same time, I also understand that you could fax these papers over to these offices and they can do that. I said, because I don't have a car. I can't drive up to the school. I can't drive over to the doctors. I can't drive and fax these over to or drive to your office unless you got a transportation for me to get there. I don't have it. And it's not like it's right there where I could walk. And she's like, well, I said, well, email it to me and I'll try to like get it around how I can. And she was like, okay. And so I've been waiting for these emails so I can get this stuff done. She's like, yeah, you need to make sure you have all this stuff in by the end of the month. I'm like, okay, well, just send it to me and, you know, I'll do the best that I can, you know, because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if this will be our last month here, if it'll be September. I don't really know what's going to happen. I don't even know by the time this vlog even gets up. I have no idea where we'll be at because we're backed up. We're in March vlogs right now. I know the next vlog after, I have two. One I'm not going to upload because I looked a mess. I'm not uploading that. The other one I'm going to upload today. I mean, it's uploaded. I'm going to let play today. And then I think the next one after that is like one more. And then it's my pregnancy vlog. And then I think I stopped vlogging for a minute. And then it will be more updated ones. But by the time those even roll out, I think it's like 3, 4, maybe 5 vlogs before then. I don't even know if I'll still be vlogging because I don't even know if I'll still have space to vlog somewhere. You know, because life is just all tipsy-turvy. So, I don't know, y'all. She just made me so mad because I'm just like, how do you work in this field and you don't have no empathy for people? You're not sympathetic to the situations. Like, you're not trying to help. You're not offering resources. Like, you just saying, oh, you need to call housing. Well, do you have the number? Like, she just upset me. Like, and that's why this morning, like, I was just frustrated. Like, when I get frustrated, like, I start to cry. Like, I cry because I'm sad. I cry for everything. But I said, I'm really trying hard not to fall into the pit and be depressed because that ain't going to be no good for nobody. It's just, I've never been in this situation where I'm at, like, rock bottom or where I don't, and I'm not going to say rock bottom because it still could get lower from here. But where I'm at as a mom with 3 kids, no income, no place to stay, no job. You know, what's the next step is homelessness with the kids. And then what? Because I don't have no car to get around. So we just gonna be outside. Like, you know, it makes me really like, I don't think I've ever hated anybody. Like, and I don't even know what that feeling is, but like, if anybody, it'd be him for putting me in this situation. And knowing, and it's not even like, again, it's not even like, oh, things just, you know, you knew this whole entire time. And I was the one that was just out of the loop. Like, when I had got my money, you could have told me and I could have left and I would have been set up fine. But you waited till you spent all my money while you go off and you're okay. Or you go off and you have your job and you about to make all this money tax-free and, you know, live your best life. You had me give up everything to be here off of a lie. Like, I really don't know what comes next in this situation. But I just, yeah. You can't walk away and leave. I'm right here. He's safe. But like, look at this. Like, what are you doing? I know I still look crazy with my set-it-offs, but we didn't do much today. So this was a very chill, short day. Nothing really popped off. I didn't even post really on, did I post on social media? No videos or anything like that. So I'm about to just actually make something to eat. I'm watching some vlogs with my girl, Janisha. Trying to feel inspired. Like last night and today was really hard for me mentally. Like I really was all over the place, just very cry, feeling very like anxious, overwhelmed. Can I sit this here without looking crazy? It's always crooked when I sit up here. But yeah, just feeling very anxious and overwhelmed just with everything I'm facing. And it's like, it's not that I'm not hopeful. Like, it's crazy because like when I was trying to encourage myself, like I guess it didn't penetrate all the way where it needs to be, or maybe the totality of it didn't hit me until it was just like, it's all on my shoulders. And also because he didn't follow through with what he said, I at least thought that I had August, and I thought like September I would be in grind mode. You know what I mean? I would have August to solidify the job work. I didn't realize he wasn't going to pay the rent for August, which was still part of our old lease. He did text today and he said that he hopes I'm doing good. Y'all seen it on social media. If not, go follow me on social media. He was like, you know, I hope you're doing good, and the kids too. I miss Jackson, Eli, and Ethan. And it's just like, he's very calculated with the things that he says. He was very much like, he missed them, not me, which is cool because I don't miss him. I miss stability. Like, the reason I cry and I break down is because it's like I've never been unstable like this in my life. And even if I lost like my place, I still have my job and I knew I could get another place. Or if I lost my job, I had a place and I knew I was getting like unemployment or something, or it was affordable. Right now, I literally am at... There's no job, there's no money coming in, there's no home stability. There's nothing I can be like, okay, for 6 months, I'll be straight. At least I can hustle and make this.
Today I woke up and I realized I need help. I go through too much bullshit by not loving myself. It's like, I love me in theory on the surface for sure, but it gets contradicted by the bullshit that I settle for. Trying to help everyone out when my life is a mess. I be double texting niggas screaming, don't settle for less. I be speaking love into women when it's me who needs it most, because I'm in love with a man that I can't even post. Saying the words are not enough, your actions must match. You can't constantly speak loud about them things that you lack. I scream self-love so loud and so proudly. You see, it's like I love everyone, but no one's loving me. Because when did loving yourself equate to you feeling used? Having your body mishandled and your emotions abused, having your heart feel discarded and your mental neglected, your self-esteem minimized and your soul unprotected. I put myself through so much by stepping down from my throne. Because if I really love me, I'd be sitting alone. Not looking for no man to provide the love I never gave me, so desperate for a happy ending, I sit and wait for them to save me. I guess fairy tales did more harm to us than they did good. Because all the stories are misleading and maybe I'm misunderstood. Because when does Sleeping Beauty get up and take her feelings off the shelf and stop waiting for the nights to come and fucking save herself? Now, I'm not saying that men can't help you. That's not at all what I mean, sis. I'm saying that you could either be the damsel in distress or be the queen, sis. I'm saying that the man you get is determined by the woman you are, so you're going to have to choose playing that I need a man to save me game as a guaranteed lose. And once you get tired of losing, you'll go hard for that win. The shit you searching for outward is only found from within. Everything you've given to them, you got to do for yourself without reservation. A man's love will never be enough if what you seek is validation. I've been so desperate for love, I gave myself this intervention. Because all the days of crying was me crying for attention. All the days of picking me second and putting these men first in the hopes that they would pick me and validate my worth. Because you know, being a woman at certain goals you got to hit in life, right? It doesn't matter how accomplished you are if you ain't getting wife, right? It doesn't matter how pretty you are. You could be cute, fine, gorgeous, maybe find someone you think is solid and they'll leave after your baby. I wrote this poem to save me from a cycle of mistakes. Putting my heart in situations where it's guaranteed to break. Signing up to put on shoes knowing my feet would never fit them, then complain about the pain when I walk so I could play the victim. We do this to ourselves. It's a flaw, I must admit. How many times have you given him the benefit of the doubt when you knew he wasn't shit? How many times did you decide to stay after he told you what it was, but you stuck around unsatisfied trying to change him just because? Because you don't feel valuable, not enough to walk away. So you tie your value into your ability to make him stay? But why does it matter if he stays? If you got to put up a front, yeah, he's laying next to you, but you're not getting what you want. You want love. You want loyalty. You want better than what you're used to. You want to finally experience what it's like to be loved when the love involved is mutual. You want a man who embodies what men are and you can say he's yours with pride. You want to scream it from the mountaintop to love. You ain't got to hide and you deserve that. I know you don't always feel that way, but you could be loved on your level. You'll be surprised the energy you attract when you decide you're not going to settle. You're going to get all that. When you let go of the self-doubt and let your self-love intervene. Because after we go through this intervention, let's make a game plan to get clean and call it rehab. The steps you have to take and make sure that you learn. No more accepting what's been given to you. You're going to get the love you earned. Step one is healing. Because baby girl, after all of this is through, before you can find the love you want, you got to fall in love with you. You got to stay single. I know just hearing that you got a little bit annoyed, love. But filling your bed with different men ain't never going to fill that void, love. See, you keep thinking this is about dating and choosing better picks, but it's something broken inside of you that a man will never fix, and you got to address that now before you end up in the worst place. Because it was never about what he did. It's why you chose him in the first place. It's something fucked up within you that the men you pick are revealing. Only women that feel damaged keep choosing men in need of healing. And what does it say about your heart if you keep putting it up for grabs? You constantly feel empty because you're trying to give away what you don't have. The seeds that you've been sowing were never theirs to reap. You've been handing out parts of your soul God intended for you to keep. And I can only keep it 100, babe. It's something that you lack. For you to keep giving your heart to men that will never love you back. This goes for me. This goes for you. It's a hard truth I had to mention before we seek to fall in love. Let's do a self-love intervention. Thank you.
To each his own, I'm still good up in these streets. You need relevance, that sounds personal to me.